Back onto your heels with your hips. And notice. Notice how your body's feeling in this moment. And start to notice your normal, natural breathing. And then if you're ready for some pranayama, you can breathe in Ujjayi breath, where you deepen the inhale, slowly constrict your throat, create an audible oceanic sound, and exhale through the nose. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. You're welcome to stay here in child's pose or walk your hands over to the right side of your mat for a side body stretch. You start to withdraw your senses from the world around you into your body right here in this moment. Deepen your breath, your pranayama, the fifth limb. And walk your hands over to the other side of your mat. And disclaimer here at the beginning of practice, this is your opportunity to move and breathe and have focus in a way that serves you tonight. I don't know what's right for you. I'm just here playing Simon Says. So be sure to adapt and move in a way that honors your needs. Once you feel complete on both sides, back to center. And then up to tabletop, take some spinal movements when you're ready. Could be cows and cats, could be wagging your tail side to side. Just as you take movements, be on purpose with your breath. Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. And start to focus your eyes. See what your eyes are seeing without thinking. Yeah, the thinking sends you out into the world rather than staying in with your breath, your movements, and your eye focus. Downward facing dog. You can pedal through the knees if that will feel nice. Focus your eyes to one spot. Three-legged dog, right leg high, send the right leg up in the air. Bend the knee, roll the hip open. Just a little warm up here, nothing elaborate, just whatever your body's calling for. And then switch sides. Focus your eyes, feel your hands and one foot into the floor as you move your lifted leg in whatever way will serve you. Ragdoll at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. You can clasp your hands at your low back or grab onto opposite elbow crease with your feet hip distance apart. Align your heels behind your second and third toes and lift and spread your toes. So in the little intro, I referenced limbs 3 through 8. The first two limbs are the yamas and niyamas. And within those first two, there's actually 5 little bullet points. And the first of the yamas is Ahimsa. And that'll be the theme of the practice tonight. Ahimsa is nonviolence. Roll up to extended mountain pose. Take a big stretch overhead. And then draw hands into heart center. Focus your eyes on the space where your middle fingertips connect and breathe deeply. So Ahimsa, nonviolence, you might automatically think, well, yeah, I'm doing like the least violent thing right here. I'm on my mat doing yoga. And there's all these little sneaky ways that violence shows up in our lives. And in my asana practice, violence shows up when I should on myself. I should be stronger. I should be more flexible. I should be able to do this pose. I call that shoulding on myself. And that is breaking Ahimsa, nonviolence. So as you move through the practice today, notice if you should on yourself and step away from those thoughts and just into the experience as it is, as it isn't. We'll open with 3 big loud ohms, the sound of universal consciousness. Ah, oh, inhale. Ah. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, release your hands by your side, stand tall. On an inhale, sweep your arms overhead, big stretch up. Forward fold as you breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. This first high plank here is an opportunity to notice if any shoulds or violence show up in your mind and step out of that. Focus your eyes. Breathe your pranayama, ujjayi breath. Lift the front of the pelvis up, breathe in. Low plank as you breathe out. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Yeah, practicing nonviolence might look like using your knees when you do high to low plank. Practicing nonviolence might look like inviting a challenge in. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, lift and spread your toes. Forward fold as you bow, breathe out. Halfway lift, focus your eyes, drishti. High to low plank, breathe out. Feel your hands and feet into the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, move as slow or as fast as you need to. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. High to low plank, exhale. Focus your eyes, upward dog, fill the lungs. Downward dog, exhale. One more sun A to build some heat. Notice if any shoulds have showed up already. I mean, there could be even mental violence towards the teacher, being like, she should not be cueing this fast. Yeah, notice those as well. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Bow forward on the exhale. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the heels, breathe in, look forward. Travel on the exhale to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose on your inhale, chair pose as you exhale. Focus your eyes straight out in front of you. Pull the belly button towards the spine. Use your pranayama ujjayi breath. Deep breath in. Without shooting on yourself, just go as deep as your body will allow in this moment. Deep breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low plank, exhale. Try to step back with the opposite foot each time you step back. Upward facing dog. Downward dog into right foot forward, warrior one. Practice ahimsa, non-violence in this moment by putting your attention on your breath. Focusing your eyes, drawing your attention inward, and also having intense focus. Lift the front of the pelvis up, stretch up on your breath in. Flow low plank on your exhale. Slow inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Into the other side, warrior one. Feel your feet into the mat. Having expectations for yourself and how you think your body should be is also violence. So let go of the expectation, just be in the experience. On the next breath in, go your deepest. On the breath out, flow low plank. Vinyasa through up dog to down dog. Feel your hands and feet and focus your eyes. I'll take you through 2 more sun bees. The invitation is to get the heart rate going. And yeah, move slower if your body's needing slower. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel front of mat. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on the exhale. Chair pose for 1 breath in. Forward fold for the breath out. Flat back, inhale. See what you're looking at. High to low plank. Keep your gaze to one spot. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Into right foot forward, warrior 1 for the breath in. Flow low plank on the breath out. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog into the other side. Move in a way that you can breathe on purpose. Low plank on your exhale. Move in a way that you can see on purpose. One more sun bee. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale to the front of the mat, go. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, exhale. Chair pose for the inhale. Sit as low as you can go. Forward fold, practicing non-violence. Ahimsa, inhale, flat back. High to low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Move intentionally. High to low plank as you breathe out. Let go of any shoulds inwardly or outwardly. Up dog to down dog into left foot forward, warrior 1. And flow low plank, up dog, down dog. No rush. Pull pit of belly to spine wherever you are. Link up your movement with your breath. Withdrawal of the senses, coming inwards into this moment, out of thinking and into being. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Focus your eyes to one spot. Let go of any shoulds about this pose and be in the experience. See if you can slide your back foot back a little further. See if you can lift the front of the pelvis up, pull the sides of the body up on the inhale. Warrior 2 on your exhale. I'll flow you through a couple reverse warriors, extended side angles. You move with the rhythm of your breath. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior on your inhale. Extended side angle on the exhale. Reverse warrior on your breath in. Pull the thigh bones into the pelvis. Extended side angle on your breath out. One more time through. Move with your breath into the reverse warrior. Inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Stay for about 30 seconds here. Lift and spread the toes. Pull the thigh bones into the pelvis. Focus your eyes. Now, one way out of shoulding is to just be curious, like what's possible? Can I lunge deeper? Yes, great. No, great. Just notice. One more breath in. Deep breath out. Reverse warrior or straighten the front leg for reverse triangle on the inhale and flow high to low plank exhale. Nice work, Mike. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog into left foot forward crescent lunge. Be intentional with your breath as you set up the pose. Focus your eyes right away. See what's possible on this side. Can you lengthen the stance front to back? Lift the front of the pelvis up, sides of the body up. Breathe in, open to warrior two on your exhale. Focus your eyes just beyond your front middle finger. Lift and spread the toes to pull the thigh bones into the pelvis. Flow through reverse warrior extended side angle. 3 sets. Inhale back, exhale forward. Pull the pit of the belly into the spine. After your third one, stay in extended side angle and be in discovery. Follow your breath as you add depth. Everyone, lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button and draw the front ribs in towards each other. One more breath. Just kidding. You still have 15 more seconds. Lift and spread your toes. Focus your eyes. Now one more breath in. Add depth on the breath out. And reverse warrior or reverse triangle. Big side body stretch. Low, high to low plank. Up dog, down dog. Lift the heels, look forward. On your exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair prayer twist to the right, just for a few breaths. This is a pose where people tend to think it should be different or look different, or you should be able to do something. Just let that go and get to a place where you can breathe deeply as you twist your spine. Chair prayer twist to the left. Lift your toes away from the mat so you can feel all 4 corners of both feet down. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. And press both shoulder blades in towards the spine to expand the chest. Chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Extended mountain pose on your inhale into eagle, right leg over, exhale, and continue the pranayama ujjayi breath. Victorious breath, oceanic breath. And rather than thinking that you should go deeper or you should be able to wind your arms up, just see if you can sit lower. See if you can focus your eyes and lift the elbows higher. Flow through mountain pose into eagle, left leg over. Feel both feet into the floor for a moment, then go left leg over, left arm under. Step out of thinking and into action. Squeeze the shin bones together. Bring your breath back in if you lost the ujjayi breath. Once you feel balanced on both sides, come back through mountain pose. Into figure 4, right ankle across the left thigh. If you think you should be able to do this pose without wiggles and wobbles, yeah, that's an act of violence. Let that go. And instead, just withdraw the senses, come inwards, use your breath, and see what's possible. Switch sides. Take a moment where you feel both feet into the floor, reach up. And figure 4, left ankle across the right thigh. Let go of any shoulds. Instead, see, get curious. Once you feel complete between the two sides, flow up through mountain pose. And either a quad stretch or dancer, right leg back. Lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button, pull both shoulders back. Squeeze the knees in towards midline. Even if you're kicking your leg back into dancer pose, still squeeze the knee in towards midline. Take one more breath here. Expand on the breath out. Extended mountain pose, breathe in. Into a quad stretch, left foot back, or dancer, left leg back. Recommit to your Ujjayi breath, deep ocean sounding breaths. Refocus your eyes. One more, squeeze the leg in towards midline, even more. Once you feel complete between the two sides, flow through mountain pose, inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Check in here. Focus your eyes to one spot and see if you can feel your heartbeat. Fully experience your inhales and exhales right here. Kick the right leg up in the air behind you, breathe in. Draw the knee towards the right elbow, breathe out. Kick back, breathe in. Draw the knee toward the left elbow or tricep even. Kick back, breathe in. Into triangle pose. Land your right foot between your hands. Turn the back foot flat. You can put a block on the tall height outside your front foot. Lift and spread your toes here. Notice if you find yourself saying, I hate this pose, not planting any seeds, but just notice. We're trying to practice non-violence here. So first get present to the things that you're thinking, and then you can make a shift back to your breath. Be in the physical experience. Take one more breath in here. Add depth on the breath out, see what's possible. Rise up to star pose, breathe in. Into horse pose, breathe out. Nice wide squats. Lift and spread your toes here. Pull the pit of the belly into the spine. Focus your eyes. And step out of your should feel any sort of way here and just be in the experience as you invite added depth. One more inhale, sit your hips as low as they can go. Exhale. Flow with your breath into pyramid pose. Face the front of your mat. Yeah, notice if there's any violent thoughts about your hamstrings. And step out of that and into presence with your breath. Focus your eyes. Either twisting triangle or revolved half moon. So if you want to twist your triangle, bring the left hand down, right hand up, or stand onto your front foot, lift the left leg, the back leg up in the air while you twist. There's no shoulds, just bees. Just be in the experience of your breath. Focus your eyes. Get one more inhale and exhale to go a little deeper. Flow high to low plank, up dog, down dog. Kick the left leg up in the air, breathe in. Knee toward left elbow or tricep. Let this side feel different. Kick back. Reach the knee across, breathe out. Kick back, breathe in. Triangle pose. Feel your feet plant into the floor. From the plant down, peel your chest and hips open. Lift and spread your toes. Focus your eyes. One more breath. Rise up to star pose. Inhale. Either horse pose or side facing wide leg forward fold. Let go of any sort of things should be different than they are. Instead, just invite yourself to a place that's either more focused or deeper. Have your breath lead the way into pyramid pose. No right or wrong way as you go there. Just turn to face the front, press the back heel down, and fold. Slide, slip and slide. Breathe. Refocus your eyes. Use this next exhale to go a little deeper. Twisting triangle or revolved half moon. Reach the left hand up in the air. Press through your back heel, wherever it is in space. Focus your eyes. Take one more breath in. Go deeper on the breath out. High plank on your inhale. Low plank on your exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, look to the front of your mat. Exhale, travel there. Front of the mat, flat back on your inhale. Fold on the exhale. Chair pose, breathe in. Into boat pose, have a seat. Well, notice if any slippery, violent thoughts show up in that transition, like your knees should feel a different way than they do, or your core should be any different. Press your sit bones into the floor, pull the shoulders back. Refocus your eyes. If you lost your breath, your on purpose breathing, bring it back. For 5, for 4, for 3, 2, bridge pose. I don't want to assume anything because that would be violent of me. And many of us get pretty violent with ourselves or the teacher when it's back bending time. Sneaky, subtle shoulds. Step out of it should feel any different and instead step into curiosity. You can lower your hips a little bit so that you can tuck the tailbone up towards the ceiling. If you're not already there, go there, bridge. You have 3 more opportunities to back bend. You can stay here in bridge. You could plant your hands alongside the shoulders or wider even towards the edges of your mat and lift up to the crown of your head or come all the way up into wheel pose. Go, breathe. Yeah, it's like the thoughts of resistance that give you a clue whether you're being violent in your practice. Stay or slowly come down. If you're staying up in the pose, even though it's causing actual pain, different than muscle building discomfort, go back up, breathe. If you're staying in the pain part, yeah, that's a practice of violence. So back off and make any adjustments. Tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button into the spine. Stay or slowly come down. Last one, last back bend. Go back up. Could be supported bridge. That might be the invitation out of the violence, out of the shoulds. Focus your eyes. Slow your breath down. Slowly come down. And either knock your knees in towards each other or take Supta Baddha Konasana. Notice the beat of your heart. Experience the rise and fall of the rib cage and belly as you breathe deeply. Hug your knees into your chest. One more core activity, abdominal twist, yogi bicycle sit-ups. Go ahead and bring the elbows wide and reach opposite elbow toward opposite knee. "30 seconds. Bring your Ujjayi breath into this movement. Focus your eyes. Last 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, get even on both sides and hug the knees in. Either supine figure 4 or supine half pigeon. So bring the right ankle across the left thigh and create a hip stretch. If you need more than that, wrap your arms around your right shin and extend the left leg long towards the floor. You're noticing your hips, like, oh yeah, I feel sensation there, non-violent. Thinking that your hips should feel any way other than how they do is a little violent thought. Step out of the thinking and into the experience of noticing and breathing and seeing. Switch sides. As you switch and you feel the sensation in the left hip, can you just notice it without being violent about it? Recommit to your pranayama, Ujjayi breath. Release, extend the right leg up in the air for supine single leg extension. You can have the left foot flat on the floor or left leg long as you pull your right toes towards your head. Gentle reminder not to should about your hamstrings. Switch left leg up. Couple more breaths here. You can take your focus, drishti, inwards towards the tip of your nose or middle of your forehead, or continue to look at one spot. Once you feel balance between both sides, release and take an inversion. Go upside down. You could put a block under your hips, send your feet up in the air. Could take shoulder stand, waterfall pose, headstand or handstand. Recommit to your breathing. See how slowly you can breathe here. If you're in waterfall pose or shoulder stand and want to come into plow pose, you could bring your toes towards the floor behind your head. Plow pose, you could take ear pressure pose. Notice if there's any sneaky, violent thoughts here, like, oh yeah, right. Like often when I think at the end of the practice and the teacher offers headstand, I'm like, yeah, right. That's a little violent thought, instead of just, no, thank you. I'm going to choose this other thing instead. Once you feel complete, come down onto your back. If you want to take a final twist with one or both knees to the right, do that. Just about 15 seconds on each side of the twist. That's about 2 slow breaths. And then switch if you took the twist. And once you've taken your 2 breaths on the other side of the twist, come back to center. Anything else your body needs before Shavasana? And final relaxation, you can either knock your knees in towards each other like bridge pose, or extend your feet to the front corners of your mats. If you want to cover with a blanket or cover your eyes with something to help further withdraw the senses inwards. Take an inhale through the nose. Open mouth, clear it out. And then come back to your normal, natural breathing. And fully withdraw your senses. Come into the space in between your thoughts. And if you're finding yourself any moments in Shavasana with your thoughts wandered and then you jerk yourself back to the space, yeah, it's a little moment of violence. Let it go. Just notice and come back. I'll bring you out together in about 2 minutes. Bring your awareness back into your fingertips and toes. Invite some movement there. Deepen your breath. If you want to stretch your arms or rock your head side to side, you can do that. Roll over to either side into a fetal position. And slowly come up to a seated position. You can sit cross-legged. You could have your eyes closed still or open. Touch your palms together at the center of your chest. And we'll close the physical yoga practice with 3 ohms. Inhale. Touch your thumbs to the middle of your forehead. Let your thumb knuckles give the middle of your forehead a little massage. May all beings everywhere be blessed with happiness and freedom. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. In gratitude for this practice that came to us from the East and brought us all together today, we bow forward. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand.